And that's why they say don't tell your dreams and your visions to dream killers.
Mm-hmm.
Stop telling your people your dreams and stuff to your family and friends, because if you don't get a reaction from them, you immediately
Yes.
think it's a dumb idea, or you don't execute, or you don't pursue it. And so therefore you just let that idea just die out.
Mm-hmm.
And I've said this even in content. Some of us are walking around right now with $1 million ideas. Like he just said, y'all, you keep visioning, you're dreaming. But when are you going to execute? When are you going to execute and say, you know what? I got to do something. I always say, in order to expect more in 2024, you got to do more.
Yes, you do.
I'm your professor, I will test you in the worst way. Don't bring a scantron, it's pop quizzes all day. Cause of our chemistry, we do biology. What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. Subscriber died trying. You see the thumbnail, but more importantly, you saw the clip. This is about being a dream killer, but are you your dream killer? Like what they were talking about was intriguing to me because sometimes people don't want to deal with the other side of if you have a dream and you'll be motivated by somebody saying, "Oh, you can never do that," or you might be crushed by somebody saying, "Oh, you never do that." But we don't talk about enough is you killing your own dream. I can't. I don't know if I don't feel like it. I'm gonna do it tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna get it done. One of these days, I'm gonna do it. I got an idea. I got a thing that I want to do, and I'm gonna pursue it. But the person that doesn't believe in your dream is actually you. And then sometimes you go to other people to tell them in hopes that they'll believe in your dream, right? And sometimes you don't want to talk about it, but sometimes folks don't want to tell people their dreams because the person or the people that they talk to, they're gonna hold them. Oh, okay, you doing that? Okay, let's get it done. You know what I'm saying? Let's work. I'll work with you. And it's like you do not want, you do not want your dreams to be on a schedule, even though it should be. You know, you want to have a dream and you get around to your dream when you get around to your dream. So if I tell you about it and it's gonna look funny because the person like, I thought this was your dream, and you're not taking that like next step towards this, huh? Oh, I got it. You don't see what I'm doing. You're right, because you ain't doing shit. That's why nobody sees what you're doing. I'm working in the shadows. No, you sleeping in the shadows, saying you working in the light. It's some bullshit. Um, but then, we do have this scenario where your mind really messes with you. Your mind tells you not to believe in yourself. Your mind tells you that, nobody like you could ever do it. Which let me back this up by saying this. If you notice, um, successful people come out in bunches from from places. And what I mean is if something didn't exist in a place and somebody believed in themselves enough and they accomplished whatever they dreamed of, then other people in that same environment go, I could do okay, well, I could do that. Or I could be successful too. Because you don't have to necessarily do the same thing, but you could go, oh, if this person could see things through and make it, I know I can. Because sometimes people need to know somebody from where they're from actually made a dream come true. And I would say it's very hard on the people who are the first, the first. To get to a higher level. You might have a bunch of people who got close and people look at them sideways. And don't ever look at people sideways if they're from your neighborhood, but they didn't all the way make it, but they made it most of the way. You know, at least they got farther than you. You get what I'm saying? So if you want to get farther than them, take that path. But, along the way, you find out a self-confidence and self-motivation, why why it's perceived as a rare thing, because few people believe in themselves wholeheartedly. Few people get themselves up and motivate themselves wholeheartedly. Few people could see themselves in a position in the future by doing whatever that they're doing at the moment and continue to do it and continue to give it their all. Like, people need an immediate response. And some people are just, loving something and having fun with it and enjoying themselves and giving their all to it. And it's taking them places that they wouldn't have went without it. But you got to be willing to go through the process. And for a lot of us, that's the issue. The process is the issue. You don't believe in yourself enough to go through the process. And a lot of times we don't say that enough, because you're your dream killer because you don't believe in it. And when you don't believe in it, you shouldn't get mad at the world if they don't, nobody believed in me. Well, shit, it's not their job to. They didn't see what I saw. It's not their job to see it. And sometimes I say this. Sometimes you have a dream and you're your own dream killer, and you see somebody working towards their dream and they're succeeding, you become a hater. How are you getting where I want to? How are you going in the direction that I want to go in? And I'm better than you, and you might be better than them, but guess what? You're not willing to see it through. That's why sometimes they say, I'm not the most. Sometimes you see successful people say they're not the most talented person that they know, and there are people who are way better than them. That's just not where they're at. And part of the issue was they didn't see it through. They only went so far. So if you got a dream and you believe in it, ride it all the way out. Take the journey. Sometimes you succeed, sometimes you fail. But if you believe in yourself, like you say you do, ride it all the way out to the end. Because it's gonna probably take you someplace, whether you succeed or fail. It's gonna take you probably someplace that you wouldn't have went if you didn't take that path. So wherever you land is going to be further than where you started from, regardless. That's just my opinion on it. You tell me what you think. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch you on the next one. Peace. You ever been at the top of the universe? I'm going to tell you that.